Right guys, Mark Crossfield here, hitting Cleveland Launcher HB HiBore, and we're defining them as irons. Now I'm really excited about this for a number of reasons. I used to sell this club loads when I was coaching because not enough golfers understood how much these can help them. So I'm really happy to see them back. I'm happy to see them back now in my more testing capacity because the launch monitor data and the numbers of my understanding of them wasn't what it is now when these were first out. Oh, these are going to excite me. Let's get stuck in. This is Zach, and I'm blaming him for turf interaction. I'm still blaming you. And he's going to tell us about the Launcher HB irons. HiBore irons from Cleveland. Interact with my turf with these then. Come on.
Yeah, so these are really going to help those golfers that are just, struggle to hit those traditional cavity back irons. You can see they kind of got the long irons have that more hybrid-like construction. Yep. But when you get down to the pitching wedge, it looks more like an iron, and so really got that progressive transition. And they're all full hollow, so you're going to get that maximum forgiveness with every single club.
So is the CG off the face on these? As in, are you trying to push the center of gravity off the face?
Yeah, so when we have that hollow-like construction, that allows us to pull that weight off the face down and deep, so you're going to get a higher launch. Also, the further, my understanding, the further the center of gravity moves off the face, the less resistance this club has to twisting into. Yeah, it's going to give it more, more MOI, more consistent, and be more forgiving. Is there any roll and bulge on these, which we'll see on hybrids? So hybrids have a curved face like a driver. Yeah, no, these don't have roll and bulge on the face, but what they do have is they do have a high steel strength face, so you're going to get more ball speed. You're going to be more consistent. Again, that's what these clubs are all about, is consistency.
You and your ball speeds. Right, let's hit them. I mean, I could see myself with a full set of these. You know what I'm like with hybrids. Let's see what the numbers are like. Right, 7 iron to start. So we get a bit of offset. You can see the back of the club out the back because it's basically like a little triangle. They've hollowed it out and painted it black to try and kind of calm it all down. But you see it. And it doesn't bother me because I see it and just think, this will be easy to hit. But I do know there'll be golfers out there who just don't like the look, I can't hit that. Those kind of terms will be used. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's going 163, spinning at 5.8. .163, spinning at 6.7. That's a 7 iron, spinning at 6,700 revs per minute. That's up where my bladed irons spin. It makes a little sound, a little tink, it's hollow, like a hybrid. I reckon I could tour the world converting people to this club because not enough of you are using this kind of club. You all say you want to get better. You all spend loads of time watching the perfect grip lesson and all that kind of stuff. You've got to go and try these. Good flight on that. That's 162 spinning at 7.4. Right, 5 iron next, and I call it a 5 iron. I mean, this looks like my 23-degree rinky dink, which is basically my 5 iron, 4 iron, and 3 iron when I play. Again, same little bit of offset. You see more of the head out there. It's a hybrid. They call it an iron, but it's basically more like a hybrid in my mind. It's just a good flight. That's spinning 5,000 revs, go 185. I can hear you all saying it. I can hear you saying, oh, I can't use them. Oh, I couldn't use that. What happens if you shoot under your handicap? Can you use it then? Surely you can use it then. That's a slight toe, so it's a fraction more turn 184 spinning at 5.4. So I towed that a little bit, so it turned it a fraction more left. And now look, that's one shot, and I haven't compared enough, but I would imagine there would be a bit more gear effect with this than my bladed iron where the CG's on the face, which might turn it a bit more in the air. It hasn't got the roll and bulge on it like the HiBore, so it didn't start quite as far right. That might be the only thing I would see as a downside for me, possibly, but hitting it out of toe, the club's going to twist, it might start a bit further right. Was it me or the club? It's hard to tell. Right, one more 5 iron. I've just hung it out there, but I mean, that is the easiest club I have ever hit. And I am honestly shocked with those numbers. So 174, because it was a bit of a puffy cut, but spinning at 6.5. That's high spinning. I was expecting them to be low launch knuckleball bombs, which look great on the launch monitor, but then I couldn't game them. I could absolutely game that. Right, let's finish on some wedges. So we go much more traditional in the wedge, and I say traditional compared to obviously them. It's a massive jumper. You don't see any of the club at the back in gaming position, but you're getting plenty of help, more than you need in a pitching wedge. Again, remember, you've got loads of lofty. Plane's going to be your friend on these clubs. So I'm going to try and hit it 100 yards again with a wedge. That's a little wedge for me. 108. Spinning at 7,400 revs. 98, spinning 5,500, so a little lower spinning. These haven't got the grooves that you got on the wedges, is that right, Zach?
No, they do not.
So I think you might see some drop-offs in different lies with spin. Again, 97, spinning at 7.2. I'm getting close to calling these kind of legal cheating. So they're legal and they're like cheating. I could go up and down this range now, and I reckon I could improve people's launch consistency because of the way the club's coming through as well, even the big soles. I honestly think I could change people before you even start looking at their swings. We better take these on the course. So I'm 170 yards out, and I'm going to use the 7 iron. So the Cleveland Launcher HB HiBore 7 iron. Now the only thing that would wind me up about these are those kids. And now these are optional extras. Obviously you don't need to put them on, but they will clink and clank. And I'm a bit lazy with my clubs. And to be honest with you, I don't really care what they look like. So I actually wouldn't have head covers, but I would just be aware that they're going to dink. But that's something to bear in mind. So here we go on the course with my new favourite irons. I reckon it's all of this 7 iron. I reckon this is front edge stuff, but let's give it a go. I've caught that right out the bottom. I've just turned it a little bit, but that is in the air. That's the left-hand trap. And if there's any club that is going to be the friendliest out of bottom hits, it's going to be something with a sole like that. And I caught that right out the bottom. So let's have another go. See if I can get it a bit more out the middle. Yeah, better hit. Slightly turned it, but let's see if that hits the green. There's plenty up. We'll get up there and show you that. There's a good contrast between strikes on those two. It's just, look at it. It's just big, isn't it? So 7 iron, 1 in the bunker. So just down here, this is the one I caught off the toe. It's landed just here, and then the one I caught more middly landed, to be honest with you, not much, landing just here, further past. Again, 2 very different strikes, apart from direction, which is me performing pretty good. Right, 188 yards, 5 iron in my new favourite hybrid set. I mean, it's a hybrid set of irons. It's like a dream come true for me, isn't it? Like, I think I love you, Launcher HB irons. 5 iron, again chunky down by the ball, but it just doesn't bother me. It's a hybrid. Again, I've hit that really nice. Front left, middle left, maybe catching the bunker. It's going to be the big question everyone's going to ask. And I like tackling the big questions. Let's just not talk about slow play for a while though. I'm going to punch this bad boy. Can you keep it down? Can you keep it lower? That's always the big question. So ball back, wait for it, I'm going to try and punch this in. And yeah, I absolutely can. That is head height kind of drilling shot. Obviously it's higher than head height, but it was low and into the wind. Divot, so I'm taking a divot like I would with a normal iron. Single length irons, that kind of shocked me a bit, as in it was like new and wow, they were kind of, there's something shifting maybe there. This is old, this has come before, and I'm so happy it's back. If you're not out there trying these clubs, if you don't go out and try these clubs, unless you're just like love blades, you're kind of letting yourself down. You've got to go and experience it. The only thing I'm going to hear is you don't like the looks, and that's fine, and I think you can get over that, or you don't need to. But you've got to try these, you've got to hit them. My bag wants them.